the season with a knee injury. So he finished the year really strong last year. Really just a focal point of our offense. Second quarter with like a 45-yard touchdown. Ran the ball extremely hard. 14 tackles. Kind of was all over the place on both sides of the ball. Funny part about the game for him, he had a nosebleed during the game, and he had to completely change out of everything into a brand new uniform. So his teammates sacrificed and got on Football Focus for scoring a touchdown, even though it was Aaron. But it was kind of a funny deal we were joking about on Saturday. Proud of Aaron and proud of the way he played on Friday night. Next gentleman I brought is sophomore Everett Rab Preston. Everett was kind of all over the place Friday night. Everett recorded 5 tackles, a sack, a tackle for a loss, a forced fumble, and an interception. So he was a backup linebacker, contributed a lot, played him more than I think he even expected, and was running the quarterback all over the place, chasing him down the sideline. It was a really exciting game for Everett, and I think he now realizes what talent he has. We have a big game home opener on Friday, Corona Del Mar. We have a 2-year contract with them. It's year 1 in the contract. They knocked us out of the quarterfinals 2 years ago. They won 43-0 on Friday, and we're really, really excited for the challenge. Thanks for having us.
Like 18.
All right, next we're going to go Santa Barbara High School flag football, Coach Minach, followed by San Marcos football, AD Aaron Solis.
Hey guys, when you come up, can you stand on this side of the flag and then everybody will be able to see you in the videos? Please.
Good afternoon. Hi, Coach Minach, Santa Barbara High flag football. I'm going to start out with my athletes. I brought 3 with me today. I'm going to start here in the middle with Layla Hernandez, our quarterback. You heard Diego talk about her already. She's one of our quiet leaders out there. She's a junior and has just stepped up this year. You heard she had 7 touchdown passes in the Cabrillo game, and then she had a walk-off rushing touchdown against who did we play? Channel Islands. Channel Islands on Thursday. It was a tight one, overtime walk-off. So she got in, and then she got clipped pretty good at the end there. So kind of subdued our celebration as we were making sure she was okay, but she's good to go. So we appreciate her. QB1's not an easy job, as all of you in the football world know. So a lot of pressure, and she's been great handling it so far. I've also brought my 2 captains here. I've got senior Sophia Lopez. She got 2 of those 7 touchdowns, I believe, that day when Layla threw for 7. Also just a force on defense. Safety had a huge breakup pass in that OT game against Channel Islands that let us get that walk-off win. So she's a senior leader out there and just kind of backbone of our defense. So look for her to make more plays this year. And our other captain here is junior Alina Stump. She's all over the place for us. She's our joystick, our Tyreek Hill. She's on offense, defense, kind of doing it all, disrupting everything on defense and just making plays. She had 3 of those touchdowns in that Cabrillo game, and then she had another touchdown, right? Did you have the touchdown, Channel Islands? Yeah, I should have done my homework, but yes, another touchdown against Channel Islands. So we're 2-1. We had a tough opening game loss, but we turned things around with 2 wins. We got 2 this week. Our last non-league game home against St. Bonnie tomorrow night, and then we go on the road for our first league game against Buena. It's going to be a fun year. I think we probably have one of the toughest leagues in Southern California, so it's going to be a fun year. So come out, check out all these girls. They're really kicking some butt, so thank you.
All right, next representing football, San Marcos AD Coach Aaron Solis, followed by Santa Barbara High School volleyball Coach Hempy.
And I forgot to put down, I'm doing a quick update for boys water polo as well. Did not bring any players today because they need to stay in class because they are leaving this weekend to play in the Long Beach Poly tournament down there. Well, they'll see Long Beach Wilson and a lot of good San Diego teams, so that'll be a great experience for them. But they do open up the season tomorrow, Tuesday, at Westlake. We were the last team to make the Open Division last year. Westlake won D1 last year, so this is going to be an excellent chance for us to see where we're at this early in the season, playing last year's D1 champion. And then next weekend, since we're not here for Labor Day, we'll be in Coach Walsh's amazing SB invite, which will be at the local school. So Coach Walsh always puts on a great tournament for water polo. So we're excited for that one also. Turning to football, brought two senior captains. First up, Dominic Chrisman. Dominic is fullback, linebacker, defensive end, basically wherever we need him. He had 7 tackles, 1 quarterback sack, and as fullback, he had so many key blocks to open things up for our running backs last week. You know, football is just one of those ultimate team games. You got to have everyone clicking on the same thing, and one of those people that he was opening up holes for was running back Paul Dominguez. As you heard earlier, Cole had 10 carries, 75 yards, rushed for 2 TDs. He also plays defense, a strong safety, 10 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback sacks. So these 2 guys really did a great job leading our team. Coach Molina was very happy with the performance in the first game, played well in all 3 areas. No turnovers on offense, caused 3 turnovers. So that's always a great way to start the year, especially having 7 sacks on defense. We know Del Sol was a very young team. You know, that was their first varsity game, but you know, that team, watching them, they battled every play all night long. And I think they're going to be building up a great program in the future. This week, we play a very good and athletic team in Paraclete out of Lancaster. They won their game against Garces Memorial last week. We wanted to schedule this game because this is the type of team we're going to see later down the road and in playoffs as well. We're going to have to figure out a way to slow down a very potent offense. They have a lot of speed, a lot of good athletes. Their junior quarterback, who threw for 35 touchdowns last year, had 4 this past Friday. So it's going to be a very fun game to watch. Come out and support the Royals this Friday at Workington Stadium at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much.
All right, next we're going to bring up Coach Hempy, Santa Barbara High School volleyball, followed by Coach Walsh, Santa Barbara water polo.
Okay, hi everyone. Kristen Hempy, Santa Barbara High volleyball coach. It's great to be back another year. And yeah, excited to be back at these luncheons again. So I'll talk about my players first. I brought 2 juniors who are 2 of our 3 captains this year. First, we have Kayla Marslack right here next to me. Kaylin's our libero this year, and both her and Blake are coming back as varsity returners. They were starters last year. They're really kind of the backbone of our leadership and of our starters again this year. So Kaylin does an amazing job running our back row. She's got a killer serve. She's got a bunch of aces already knocked up. And yeah, it's doing a really good job kind of getting everyone acclimated. We are young again this year, only 2 seniors and 8 girls on varsity who've never played on varsity before. So a lot of sophomores out there. And so we're really relying on Palin and also Blake and our returning juniors to kind of help set the tone and get everybody organized. And she's done a really nice job. Her energy is just incredible. And if you've ever, seen her in warm-ups or anything, she cheers for everyone, our team, the other team, everybody, and even gets a little dance party started with some of the opponents that we played in the Bishop tournament on Saturday. So that's so fun. So it just brings a lot of joy to our team, and really excited to have her setting that tone and being really strong in the back row. That's Palin. And then next to her is, again, another junior, another one of our captains, Blake Saunders. So Blake is our outside. She's our kill leader. She's going to be really strong offensively for us this year. Also, already starting off really hammering the ball, and it's nice. We've got a couple setters, a couple lineups we're kind of working with, but one of our setters is new to varsity, sophomore. So just really trying to connect her with our hitters, especially our outsides, and that's been great. for Blake to establish that connection kind of early. And again, really relying on her leadership this year as a returner, as we are young, and she's setting the standard for us in terms of her competitiveness. She's got grit. She really wants to win, and does a great job competing. So that's Blake. And in terms of the team, we have had a bunch of preseason stuff going on. We played in the Bishop tournament. Very nice job. Thanks, Dylan, for hosting that. It was great. Good competition. We're 2-3 in preseason right now, which is great. We've had a pretty competitive preseason. I'm really happy with just the level the girls have risen to. Still kind of figuring out our lineups, again, especially with so many new girls to varsity. So excited to kind of get that mesh going. And we go to San Ynez for our last preseason game tomorrow. They're going to be good. That's going to be a good, tough matchup. So excited for the competition there. And then we host Buena on Thursday for our first league game. So excited to see what the season brings. Thanks for having us.
All right, next we're going to get a report from Santa Barbara High School Water Polo, Coach Walsh, followed by Dos Pueblos Flag Football, Coach Hendricks.
Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back. I'll also start with the athletes, just so if I do run out of time, you get to hear about them and less about what we've got coming up. Next to me here is Paolo Borgioli. He's a junior. He's been on varsity all 3 years. He's one of our main scorers. He's just an incredible shooter. First game his freshman year, we had a group of a little bit older, a lot of sophomores and juniors, and found out pretty quick in the game. I think our best shooter is our freshman. So he's been in shooting positions, and we utilize him a lot in different situations and try to take advantage of him. Just great lobs. He can put the ball anywhere in the cage from any angle, and is usually good for a couple of really nice ones. So and he's working hard and getting better, and has been a great teammate. So thank you, Paolo. So it's Oliver Kelly. Oliver was on JV as a freshman, and then he would have been one of our main starters as a sophomore, but he went to Sweden for the year. So he got some Swedish heritage under his belt, and we waited for him to come back. And then once he came back, I forgot what amazing player he was, just skill-wise, and then even more so, what a great team leader and just mature leader, captain, really thinks about the team and everything in all situations, and is really tuned into the team, and he's an incredible player. He's he could score probably 10 goals a game if he wanted to, and but he does what the team needs. He's filled in some different roles. Last year we only graduated one player or two, but one guy who played a lot, and he was one of the best defensive players I've ever coached, and we lost him, so we're starting new, and Oliver's jumped in some new positions trying to help us out, and it just shows his unselfishness. So I think one game he scored like 10 goals. The next game I don't think he shot the ball, so he doesn't really care about the stats. He just cares about us improving and winning. And so that was Oliver. So this past weekend we went up to Arroyo Grande. We've been basically trying to work on a defense to take advantage of our really strong goalie that we have, and it's been working great. We got a lot better. We're ready to put in the play, and then he hurt his shoulder and got sick, so we went to our first 4 games without a goalie, and didn't go very well, but we did get a couple wins. But it was hard to try to replicate all the things we're working on in practice without that person. It'd be kind of like trying to run a spread offense, and then right before the game, your quarterback can't throw, and you don't have a backup that can throw, and basically everything you did went for nothing. It's like, all right, well, let's just try this. So it was a tough weekend, but we're excited. He'll be back soon, and we're excited for the year. So thank you very much.
All right, next we're going to hear from Coach Hendricks, Dos Pueblos Flag Football, followed by Bishop Volleyball, Coach Bennett.
Right on. Thank you, Roundtable Media, and our sponsors. Appreciate it. I'm Coach Hendricks. I'm assistant coach for DP Flag Football. I brought 2 senior captains with me today. The first one I want to talk about is Casey Hurley. So Casey's a returning varsity player. Her first year was last year, but she is new to the quarterback position. So to not only be returning, but to take on a kind of an important role and to do it without any previous experience speaks a lot about her athleticism and determination. Worked really hard this summer. It wasn't something we just told her to do. She wanted to do it, wanted to come in and help the team, and spends a lot of time making herself better. Again, film on her own time, working. I'm the QB coach. Her and I got to spend a lot of time together, and usually she already tells me what we need to do, so it makes my job easy. I just got to help support her in that. You heard a little bit. She had 4 touchdowns in the Lompoc game last week. She was 4 for 6, 4 touchdown passes. And thanks for coming. You can go sit on the bench for a little while. You did your job. So very efficient and really someone who's taken that on and done a lot with it. And again, just a really big leader for us. And she showed that both in soccer and softball at DP. So we're really not surprised about that. Next senior I want to talk about is senior Carly Latondra. Again, if not as important, equally as important to the quarterback position, Carly's our center. See it this year more than any other year with the rule changes they've had at that center position with the 1-yard rush. The snap has to be good. We got to get the ball in the quarterback's hand because that rusher's coming from a yard away. Not only her ability to get the snap off, but she's a great blocker and is an absolute weapon for us. She can roll out. She had a big touchdown for us down in the championship game against Orange Lutheran. So she's not just there snapping the ball. She's still a weapon and a viable option for us. Again, multi-sport athlete who kind of shows that every day out on the football field. But again, in the game, Casey went 4 for 6. Said, Casey, take a seat, rest your arm. Carly came in as quarterback, threw for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns of her own. So again, a position she doesn't get a lot of work in because she's, I think, 3 technically on our depth chart at quarterback, but I think at a lot of schools she could easily be a QB1. She's just that kind of player. So we're 8-1 on the year. We came off a big tournament down in Irvine, Oakley Chargers Invitational. Got a ton of experience that weekend, played against some of the best. I think it's really going to help us as we get into league. Play tomorrow at home against San Ynez, and then Thursday at home in a first league game against Rio. Best of luck to all you coaches this season.
Next up, we have Coach Bennett, Bishop Volleyball, followed by Bishop Football, Coach Matsumoto.
Thanks, everyone, and thank you again to the Roundtable for hosting us on another Monday where we get to celebrate these student athletes and their accomplishments this week. Today, I'm here with our Athlete of the Week, Sophie Ott. So congratulations. You all kind of heard about what she's been able to do on the court in the last couple days. I'm just grateful for what she does off the court. She's a student first and coming off of a season last year that was pretty special, losing in a Division III championship, which was by far the best girls volleyball team we've had in our school's history. And being a role player last year, she stepped into being the go-to player. And that's really hard to do. Not only that, she's stepped into being a leader on the team. And last year she was pretty quiet and kind of followed the lead of those kind of standout players. And she's accepted this role wholeheartedly this year. And I'm really, really proud of her for that and thankful to have her on the team this year. It's only her second year being a Cardinal and being on a team with 8 seniors this year, of which they've been in the program for 4 straight years. It can be a little awkward to step into that leadership role, and she's kind of crushed it. So we're grateful for her. The Cardinals are 7-1 to start the season. We're coming off of a big week for us with 2 non-league matches, one being Santa Barbara. We're very thankful that Santa Barbara made the trip kind of last minute. I think you guys might have had a drop in the schedule, and it worked out for both of us. It was a special environment, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to play against those big public schools in town. So great testament to Coach Hempy, and we're thankful for the Dons for playing us. We also hosted the Cardinal Classic. Santa Barbara, Dos Pueblos, San Ynez, they came out and supported this community event. We're grateful for that. 27 teams coming out to participate in what was a really hot day at Bishop, and I'm sure it was a super hot day at the Page Center. Again, we have 2 matches this week against Nordhoff at home. We are away against Laguna Blanca before a well-deserved Labor Day break for these guys. So thanks for having us, and good luck with the rest of your seasons.
All right, next up, we've got Coach Matsumoto, Bishop Football, followed by San Marcos Flag Football, Coach Latendra.
All right. Thank you to the roundtable. Thank you for having us. Coach Bennett put on a great tournament this weekend. I can attest. I was the site manager over at the Page Youth Center. It was nice and warm in there. We opened the doors about 11 o'clock, so cooled down a little bit there. But yes, thank you to Coach Bennett for hosting that event. So I'm here to talk about football. So we got our first win on the road at Lancaster. It was over 90 degrees at kickoff. It was a warm one, so it was nice that it was warm here in Santa Barbara to get these boys ready for that game. First and foremost, I want to give a big congratulations to Coach Tom Crawford for becoming the winningest football coach in Santa Barbara County history with 172 wins. Give it up for him. We are proud to have him lead our young men and lead our program. So you guys have heard about our athlete of the week, Tua Rojas, senior quarterback. So Tua threw for 3 touchdowns on Friday nights and added 1 on the ground. He completed 14 passes to 5 different receivers for 175 yards, including a 70-yard pass to Sam Crawford here. This is Tua's 4th year on varsity and his 3rd year as a starting quarterback. He is showing his maturity and experience by leading the Cardinals both on and off the field this season. Up next, I have senior Sam Crawford. So Sam is a two-way player for us. He showed his versatility on Friday night. He had 8 tackles and 1 critical interception on defense. Offensively, he had that 70-yard touchdown catch from Rojas and a huge reception on 4th and 10 for a first down to keep that touchdown drive going. When Lancaster went for the 2-point conversion to tie the game at the end, Sam was there to get the tackle, to get the assist on that tackle. So these are our 2 football players that helped us lead our way to victory at Lancaster. On Friday, we are on the road at versus West Ranch at Valencia High. Thank you so much.
All right, next we've got San Marcos High School flag football, Coach Latendra, followed by DP football, Coach Pateras.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. Thank you, Roundtable, for supporting our sport. We are in the 3rd season and we've had 3 different rule books in 3 seasons. So we are so impressed with our players, Santa Barbara, DP, San Marcos, all here today who are just taking that and rolling with it. And the girls are so impressive, learning, taking on the challenge of new rules every season and just doing a great job of that. So we appreciate everyone supporting us and supporting our girls. I want to talk about who I brought with me. First, right here next to me is Drea Obispo. Drea's a junior. Drea's been on our team for all 3 seasons. She is our center. She is an incredible leader on the team. Drea has, just in the games we've played so far, Drea has over 100 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. She's a great target there in the center for us. Drea is also our social chair and coordinates really amazing things like wiffle ball tournaments and designs our spirit pack and all that important stuff too. And Drea is also a photographer extraordinaire. So you might see Drea around town on the sideline of other games in town taking pictures. Well done, Drea. And then next to Drea, we have one of our senior captains, Peyton Spurley. Peyton is our running back, slot receiver. Just this season so far, she has a combined over 300 rushing and receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Peyton is a force on both sides of the ball. She is also a leader on the team. She's been on the team for 3 seasons. She does a great job taking on the role as mentor, teacher, encourager on the team. Peyton is also a very high-achieving student athlete, and her classes and studies are very important to her. So we're really proud of Peyton and her leadership and know she's going to do great things in the future. Thank you, Peyton. We are 6-1 so far. We begin league play this Thursday at Oxnard, and then after that, we head to Orange County on Saturday for an Orange County tournament. Come out and watch the rules. Thank you.
All right, next up we got Dos Pueblos football, Coach Pateras, followed by Dos Pueblos volleyball, and I have down here Coach Alex. So
Thanks for having us, everybody. Got to be to this side of the Zoom. Okay. Thank you for having us. We Friday night we hosted San Ynez. We'll continue playing them the next 2 years as we start our new contract with them. So we're excited for that. Tough game. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. 5 turnovers. Every single turnover was after either a big play or moving drive where we were moving down to score. So that was disappointing that we didn't take care of the ball. Had some big plays, and then, like I said, either we had a turnover or a penalty that negated that process of being successful. So we have to focus on that this week and cleaning those things up. Defensively, some breakdowns that led to scores, but overall, I thought defensively we competed, got 3 turnovers in the game, and did our best to keep our offense in situations to make the game meaningful. Spirit of the team was good. We played hard the whole time, and we were able to rotate guys and get some young guys experience through the game, so that was good. This week we take on the Royal Highlanders. They beat us last year, so we're really excited for that opportunity to correct maybe last week's mistakes and show that we have a good football team, which we believe we do. To my right, we'll start on the far side. I have my two of our captains, but both seniors. Andrew Cook. Andrew is a 3-year letterman, and both of these boys will kind of have a similar story to where they are today. Andrew, 9 carries, 76 yards, leading rusher for us, had 7 tackles on defense, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery. Andrew has worked incredibly hard over the last few years, kind of maturing into the role. He is a do-as-I-do leader, but he has been really influential in supporting our younger players that come up, just by example and talking to them one-on-one about his experience, and just his work ethic and the off seasons that he has stacked over the last few years demonstrated why he had a great game. Extreme confidence, very coachable, needs to experience the failure of something for him to connect to the why, and then he wants to know the why, and then he gets into that, and then just becomes a very, very disciplined football player. Had an incredible night, was the player of the game for us, for the whole team. And so Andrew Cook, we're excited about his year and just mainly his leadership that he brings to the team. So thank you, Andrew. Next to him is Micah Barnhart. Micah had 6 catches, 73 yards, something like that. Had an 82-yard touchdown called back on a block in the back where he caught the ball on a tip, caught the ball, weaved to the right, gave a little move to the safety, and then was gone. Had the block in the back not happened. That was a game-changing play. Like I said, mistakes really took away from some success that we did see. He ended up getting a rushing touchdown late in the game, played in the kicking game, also on defense a little bit as well. Similar to Andrew, he's a 3-year letterman. And Micah, like Andrew, both have a unique way of, they've come up through some really good senior classes that have taught them how to do things. And Micah was tasked this offseason of bringing some of the younger freshmen, sophomores into the offseason mix where those guys would go throw on the weekends, where it's not a coach-led thing, it's a player-led thing. And Micah's been really instrumental. And both of these young men, including Eder Soriano and Carlo Anderson, have stepped into leadership roles based on their person, their character, who they are to the team, and they were voted by their teammates. This is the first year we have not selected them. And so it's a tribute to both these guys of their success on the field, and they will be instrumental throughout the season. So thank you, Micah. Thank you, Anderson. We are home for the next foreseeable months, it feels like. We're home against Royal, like I said, and then we get to host the Dons the following week. So we're really excited about the stretch of football we're going to do. So thank you for having us. Good luck to everybody.
Right. We're going to finish up with Dos Pueblos High School volleyball, Coach Alex, and that's that.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Coach Alex. I'm assistant for Coach Megan O'Carroll, who was unable to make it today. I have 2 fantastic athletes with me today. Addie Lowe, 4-year varsity athlete. One of the most committed players that I know. She's the rock of the team, our go-to outside hitter. When she's playing well, when she's getting her set, we always have a chance. So very thankful to have Addie this season. And then I also have Maggie Squires. Another amazing leader for us. The younger girls look up to her a ton. She plays with a lot of fire, hits the ball high. She can go over the top of the block. It's just amazing to have both of these senior leaders on the team with us. We have been having some early season troubles, competitive preseason playing against Newberry Park, Santa Ynez, Royal, really good volleyball programs down south. But we're fighting through it. We're building every single day. We're working with some newer players on the varsity team, some new setters. We have freshmen in the middle position, freshmen at the libero position. So we're just grinding and excited to practice every day. And yeah, once season starts, we're going to be excited to get going and get some momentum. Thank you.
Thank you all. Next, we're going to get into our cookie raffle. So we've got 3 to raffle off here. If you got your raffle tickets, the room is cleared out a little bit, so the chances are good. And I'm going to just rifle through these last 3 digits. So first one, 971. We have a 971. 971, come on up. Next one is 99.